making their way around to multiple committees. So I had seen this presentation at the R1 Act. I'd seen a similar one at the WEA policy conference they just had, and then again at WCC. So, but they're getting it. Their funding challenges are they're getting the word around to all the groups. I also 2 weeks ago attended the League of Oregon Cities General Government Policy Committee, which I'm sitting on this time around, and that meeting, the first meeting, was just basically giving us some legislative updates of what just took place during the short session, and talked about a few things that we might be discussing over the next 2 months in that policy committee. I attended the chamber breakfast, which we had Representative Neron there, as well as DA Kevin Barton, and they were given legislative updates, or Courtney was given legislative updates, and Kevin Barton was talking also legislative updates, mostly to do with Measure 110. And then the last week, I attended the Community Development Block Grant Policy Advisory Board. We had our public hearing on the fiscal year 2024 action plan, and the Policy Advisory Board approved that. Now it moves up to the Washington County Board of Commissioners for approval on that. That's about it.
Awesome. Thank you. I have a couple things. I was at the chamber breakfast as well, and it was fun seeing Representative Neron and our district attorney, Kevin, there. Kim, thank you for covering for me at the WCCC meeting. I think I've seen that presentation twice as well. But it was. I really appreciate you being able to attend. I asked him to attend because I was at a NLC ITC meeting, which is the National League of Cities Internet Technology Communications Policy Committee, and we spent most of that meeting talking about the American or the ACP, the American Connectivity Program, which is a program that allows our broadband users to get a $30 stipend toward for low-income households, which Congress has failed to fund this year, and it's going away. So we were working through lobbying Congress to get that fixed, because that's a program our community needs. About overall statewide, about 14% of households that get internet service rely on that program. So it's important that it gets renewed. So it was an interesting conversation. I also had a League of Oregon Cities Telecom Committee meeting. Well, we're working on policy on behalf of cities. We'll be lobbying Salem on the next long session. Craig, there's a lot of carriers and ISPs that want to do shallow trenching and cutting up our streets. So we'll be having some conversations about that with those carriers. And one thing I want to mention, as most people know, we've submitted our application to Metro for an expansion of our urban growth boundary. We're trying to get ahead of this and plan that and have a plan out there for what that area is going to look like in the future, frankly, before other people do it for us. Part of that application, we're asking for residential land, hospitality land, and jobs land. And so we're kind of managing that process and watching it as it goes through Metro. So in that process, we actually had 3 Metro councilors out for a tour. Representative Rosenthal, Lewis, and Gonzalez came out, and we had about 3 hours with them. We did a tour of the Sherwood West area so they could kind of, I think it was important that they see it and understand it, and it's not just something on a map as they're looking at those areas. So that went off really well. Had a great time with them. I think they got a really good picture of what we're trying to accomplish out there, so that was great. I think that's all I have.
Great, because we have a URA meeting next.
We do. We have one more meeting after this. So with that, unless there's anything else, go ahead and adjourn the city council meeting. And we will just stay right here and jump into our URA board meeting. And we can just, do we need to continue? Can we just continue on this YouTube feed, or do we need to switch?
Continue.
We can continue. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call.
Unless Brad has an objection to that. I don't think he's set up one.
Double check.
We can? Yeah, good.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and call our URA board meeting into order at 8:15 on April 16th, 2024. Roll call.
Chair Rosner,
Here.
Vice Chair Young,
Here.
Member Browse,
Here.
Member Mays,
Here.
Member Scott,
Here.
thank you, and Member Giles and Stankey are absent.
All right. Thank you, Sylvia. This is a quick meeting. We just have 3 items on our consent agenda tonight. A, approval of the February 6, 2024 URA board meeting minutes. Item B, approval of the February 20th, 2024 URA board meeting minutes. And item C, URA resolution 2024-002, authorizing a public utility easement, PUE, to be established at the Festival Plaza located at 16020 Southwest 1st Street.
Move consent.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor of approving the consent agenda, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you, council. And with that, we are done, and I will adjourn.